Who's got it? It's buffering now.
This week on the Movies and Stuff show, we do our version of March Madness with the 2017 blockbuster films. Stay tuned. And welcome once again to the Movies and Stuff show. This week, three guys from Jersey dig out of the snow to join a guy from Missouri who also dug himself out of the snow.
That's right.
Fellas, what's going on?
Yo.
My back hurts.
Well, because it wasn't snow.
No, it's wet ice.
It's like slushy.
Not as opposed to dry ice.
Yeah, it was rough.
Just want to let everyone know, we got a new guest on today. We got my friend Nick, who is a comic in New York.
Oh, cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
And a producer and whatnot, and movie aficionado, and doesn't like our take on Logan, and, you know.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Why doesn't Nick like it? You didn't like Logan, Nick?
He's a bit of a nerd, and he thought our... He had some geek out moments that we weren't, correct on. Apparently.
Yeah. Just a couple.
I'm always correct. So, I mean, go back to the videotape. I don't think I was wrong at all. I mean, Marty. Yeah, probably. But me.
I was a little off on my, But that's what X-Men does to you. X-Men makes you get things wrong because it's too confusing.
And the comics are just as bad as the movies. Like, just as bad.
Yep. I think I made that point.
I think you did at that point, yeah.
Go watch the video. Watch the video, people. Finally have something easy for Marty to put in the end video credits. That's right. So this week, I think I mentioned in the teaser, what we're going to try to do is we're going to do tournament style. Going to pit the 2017 blockbusters against each other and try to come up with a ultimate winner. Let's predict the ultimate winner of the blockbuster year. We can't even say season anymore because there's 4 seasons. So I think we've bracketed them off in seasons.
Yeah, we thought about this because Logan kicked off blockbuster year basically, and it's used to be summer and maybe you get one in the fall or winter. Now it starts in last year started February, this year started in March, and it never stops. So I figured we could break it down.
You could thank Deadpool for that.
Yeah, no,
and BVS actually.
BVS last year too. That was a March film. So
and Marvel moved most of their stuff into May.
They got May and November, right?
Yeah.
That's their release times. It seems May and November. Yeah. They kind of leave the summer. Actually,
they leave the summer, and then Star Wars
Star Wars moved
December. Yeah,
Star Wars is supposed to come out in May, and then they moved it.
Yeah, so they realized, hey, we can make $1 billion in Christmas, so let's do that.
While making $1 billion.
Choice. Yeah.
So
kind of brilliant.
I mean, it's kind of dumb to have Guardians and Star Wars in the same month. From the same
studio. From the same studio, that's pointless. And
there will be some Disney on Disney in our bracket, though, once we get into, I think, the fall-winter area. I think we're going to have
possibly
a Thor versus Star Wars at the end, probably in that bracket.
Kinda, yeah.
A little Disney on Disney action.
We'll see though, yeah, but I think that's the only really overlap right there.
Well, actually, no, you have another one. You might have one in the summer too with Spider-Man. And
Spider-Man is
Spider-Man's kind of half
still,
Disney,
right?
Sony.
Half Disney, Sony, yeah.
Yeah, half Disney, half Sony.
So what we did was we created little four regions for all of you people that follow college basketball. There's regions. We've created 4 regions. There's a spring region, there's an early summer region, a late summer region, and then a fall and winter region. So we're gonna go region at a time, right, Abe? So that's what we're gonna do.
Yes, region at a time.
So we're gonna go, and then the final 4.
Then a final 4. Yep.
Okay. So let's start this up.
All right.
Nice.
This is the spring region here.
Okay.
This is kind of cheating because we have 2 of them already came out. But
Yeah, I was gonna say that. You kind of have a little bit of a inside information. You see, I wanted to do this show a couple weeks ago, but it didn't happen.
As a topic.
Well, as a top, no, I wanted to do it as a whole show. This was my idea to do it as a whole show a couple weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, Kong just came out, and Logan only been out for like a week or two, so it's not too bad.
probably the easiest 1/8 we'll see.
No. 1/8 once we get to the winter. I think that's going to be the easiest 1/8.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
I don't think Chips. I don't think we have to even talk about Guardians of the Galaxy. I think we can just click that over to the second round.
Yeah, I don't disagree there. But here's kind of the ground rules, if you will, right? We're not just talking about money. We want to talk about 3 main criteria points here. We want to talk money is definitely going to be a portion of it, a huge portion of it. I think to be a blockbuster, you have to make the money, you have to make your money back.
Yeah.
Second is having critical acclaim. I think that has to be a secondary element of it, and maybe secondary to B would be fan acclaim, because you make a lot of money and people not be happy with it. BVS made a shitload of money, and fans really weren't happy with it. Critics weren't happy with it. So I think to be the blockbuster, the winner of this tournament, you have to hit on all 3 of those points. You don't have to make the most money, but you got to be up there, and people got to like it, and the critics got to like it. So I think Chips is gone.
Yeah, what's it sitting at, like 7% on Rotten Tomatoes or some shit right now?
What was going to be what was the 9 seed? What did Chips beat out to get into the bracket? Chips should have had a play-in game just to get in.
I didn't want to make it too complicated for Abe.
Right. I just don't understand. I mean, it's got Dax Shepard in it. He's the hallmark of all quality. Yeah.
And the guy is
it's
what's the guy from Ant-Man, right?
Yeah. I always forget his name.
And he's starting to do good things, and he just goes right back into doing this kind of slaps, token character role again.
It's funny though, because Chips just feels like him doing Observe and Report all over again.
Yeah, it's just bad. It's just every '80s thing is getting redone. We're gonna get to Baywatch at some point in the summer, I think.
Yeah,
and we're getting to Power Rangers in this bracket as well. So it's just
So I mean, if it wasn't going against Guardians of the Galaxy 2,
there's nothing in this bracket.
It's not going to really make money, right?
No.
It's not going to.
There's some heavy hitters.
It'll be panned. It'll be It's not. It won't hit any criteria.
So that's an easy one.
All right.
So what do we got? We got what's the next one?
We got Kong versus
Kong
Logan.
And Logan, which both are out. Both are out right now. Logan got beat by Kong this past weekend, but Logan didn't drop off too much.
No, and Logan's opening weekend beat Kong's opening weekend.
Beats Kong opening weekend.
And it was the #1 rated R for March of all time.
Fans seem to like it. Critics seem to really like Logan.
It was the #1 rated R for March of all time. Is that really is that a category you want to hang your hat on?
Analytics. Analytics.
Yeah. Baseball got just as many stats as movies.
Yeah.
I mean, Kong's getting a pretty good fan favorite reaction, and critics seem to be.
It's not getting the critic response that Logan got.
Yeah.
This is what
I'm
you got.
getting more of a mix with Kong than I did with Logan.
This is what you got, though. Kong is the beginning of a new shared universe. Logan is the end of one, technically. So then, you have that aspect. So
I would still.
You might have to go Logan.
I think in the end, more people are going to go see Logan. I think more people are going to see Logan. I think more people are going to like Logan and talk about it. I think at the end of the year, people will talk more about the performances of Patrick Stewart and Hugh Jackman. Yeah. They'll still be talking about this film at the end of the year. Kong Skull Island, I think, is just going to kind of blend in with the blockbuster. It's just, made some money. I think Logan's moves on.
Yeah, I think that's easy.
Yeah, I tend to agree.
All right.
Easy so far.
Now we got a tough one, right? I mean,
not really.
Because Power Rangers, right? I mean, everyone loves Power Rangers, and everyone's going to go see this. And I mean, if there's one thing I learned is you don't bet against The Rock, right? You don't bet against this man when it comes to box office blockbusters.
Nah.
Fate of the Furious is going to make a shit ton of money.
Mm-hmm.
Not as much, I don't think, as the last one.
Well, because you don't have somebody dying.
Yeah, you're not gonna have the Paul Walker factor. And you're not gonna. I think the trailers for this thing look stupider than usual. So
it's got a tank in the ice, right?
I think the last trailer they put out was like 3 minutes long. It was basically the entire movie.
Yeah.
So, not that plot matters in these things, but the plot they're going with for this one looks really fucking dumb.
It really looks. It looks bad.
So odd. Like obviously, Vin Diesel's being controlled by some way or another. He clearly is, and to give that much of it away in the trailer just shows that these movies don't even care anymore.
I don't think people watch these for plot.
Yeah, but it's still that's stupid with it. And now you got it's gonna of course it's gonna do better than Power Rangers, but I don't see this going much further than one round.
I wanted the violent Power Rangers. I wanted a rated R Power Rangers.
That fan film that came out. Yeah, the dark one.
That's what I wanted.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, that was awesome. But
I had some hope for Power Rangers when I first heard about it. And, like the first trailer or images that came out were looking decent, but then it just started looking like a what was that movie?
Chronicle.
Yeah, it just started looking like a Chronicle.
It really does, doesn't it? Where you find a meteorite or whatever, and it gives you magic powers.
And what's his name's doing the voice?
Cranston.
He just looks awful.
Yeah.
And Elizabeth Banks.
I gotta say, I
good,
don't think this. I hate the Power Rangers. I hated the show. I thought it was a knockoff of Voltron. I could not get into the Power Rangers when I was younger. I don't think that this looks terrible. I will not see it.
My God.
No,
but it doesn't look all. It could have. Maybe it will end up being awful, but it could have looked a lot more awful.
It survived early on campiness, and now it's kind of keeping some of the campiness and still trying to be serious. And I don't think it's going to work.
It's definitely not being Fate of the Furious.
No, it's not.
It's definitely not being Fate of the Furious.
And they purposely didn't make the Black Ranger the black guy this time.
They made a joke about that too.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Right.
I don't see it being fast.
Marked it.
Fate moves on.
Yep.
Yeah. This is actually the tough one, number 4.
This would be the tough one of the bunch, I think.
Are you serious? Ghost in the Shell is going to flop.
That's a tough
hard.
one for Ghost in the Shell.
It's going to flop.
A Beauty and Beast is going to make money. I just don't know if people are going to like it.
No, I think they are. People love Emma Watson.
But here's the thing about man. You got something weird going on. Like with Beauty and Beast, you got this weird live action CGI thing going on. But then with Ghost in the Shell, you might have a decent movie, but it's clouded with all that fake controversy about Scarlett Johansson just happening to be white.
Well, Beast has some controversy as well. It's being banned in some places because of the gay characters.
Mm-hmm.
So but I can't imagine not being in, in some European countries going to, not make this thing $1 billion.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
See, I don't want to speculate and crap on Ghost in the Shell too much because we're planning to do an episode on it. So I want to keep some intrigue to it of the possibility of it might be good.
I don't know.
It looks like it's gonna flop. It looks really bad. Like the trailer, I've not seen a trailer of it that I actually like.
Yeah, and it kind of looks like her last movie almost too, where she keeps playing these. Yeah, where she's just kind of playing these superhero kind of ish characters that are just weird, or there's a little wrinkle in it.
Right, she wants to be an action hero. She's going through her Gina Davis phase in the 90s.
Adam was just not giving her the Black Widow movie.
And yeah, she's not going to get one after these. Not that she's been in too many of the Marvel movies as it is anyway.
Isn't it going to be sad that fucking Gal Gadot is going to get to run a franchise and Scarlett Johansson is not going to be able to? Like, how terrible is that?
Brie Larson will get hers as well.
Yeah, she will. Yeah. I mean, Scarlett Johansson is a big name. She was a big name actress. It's like Gal Gadot, who has spoken 4 lines of dialogue in her combined movie career.
And a lot of it was just fast go.
Yeah.
Right. So, Beauty and the Beast moves on here. I think.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a tough. These are a couple of good matchups here. These next two. So go back to the top with.
Yeah, we're gonna go back to the top. We're gonna talk about Guardians versus Logan, right? And
that's pretty easy.
I mean,
it's gonna make more money. I don't think it'll be as critically acclaimed or fan loved.
I do. Guardians of the Galaxy is gonna be way more fan loved than Logan.
Yeah,
fans love Logan.
Oh yeah.
Fans love Logan, but fans are going to crap
lose
themselves
their
over
mind.
Guardians.
I'm starting to like,
of
of
the
course,
trailer right now.
But it's going to make a lot of money. Of course. These trailers are starting to look too cluttered and fucking weird for me. I don't know.
I mean, so did the first one.
Yeah, but at least that was unknown and it was coming out in August and people kind of gave it a chance. This thing's coming out in May with all the pressure of now expecting to make $1 billion.
It's going to make. It's going to make $1 billion.
Oh yeah, it is absolutely.
There's no doubt it's going to make $1 billion.
No.
Yeah. I want to argue that
it's going to have competition this time though around. Last time it didn't have competition really.
Yeah.
Well, it really doesn't for a couple weeks. Disney
but
itself.
The first one had 2 months to itself basically.
I mean, they got 3 weeks before Pirates or something like that.
Wow. Yeah, it's going to rack it up.
Yeah, no, it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Mm-hmm. I mean, of course, it'll be fine. I don't know. Now people might be a little more critical of this movie than the first one.
Which means more people will see it. So then
I don't know, man. I think people are going to be defensive of I think that more people are going to defend because the first one isn't that good of a movie. It's okay. It's an okay movie.
But no one's expecting anything. So
a lot of people are going into it saying, afterwards, like, oh my god, this is the next Star Wars. It's a good movie, but it's nothing spectacularly special on the Star Wars level, right? It's not that. And people are going to go in with a chip on their shoulders, though. They're going to be like, well, the first one's so amazing that, you can't talk bad about the second one. I think there's going to be a lot of defensiveness over this film.
I think they're going to try and do too much with this, and it's just going to be fucking over the top. And they're adding too many people, and just Russell, what's his name, is a planet that comes to whatever.
If it's over the top, I will be so fucking happy that Marvel is actually over the top and not restrained and boring. Yeah.
No, it won't be boring.
No,
the villain will be boring again because
of course, yeah, right. But if it's over the top, that's something. We've been getting nothing for years now. So,
yeah,
right,
I mean,
hey, what's your vote here?
Oh, Guardians of the Galaxy. I think, it's going to it's going to beat Logan.
Yeah, it's easy.
Yeah.
So that's our first. No, that's the first Elite Eight.
Well, I'll say this: you might get Oscar talk with Logan by the end of the year.
You'll get Oscar talk.
People always say that,
but Patrick Stewart. I think Patrick Stewart.
It's the one comic movie that is in that.
But people said that about Deadpool, and that didn't get anything.
But Deadpool,
it's different.
It wasn't a serious. There's a serious tone to Logan. Yeah. There's some dramatic. Take the comic book elements out of it. It's a road trip, if you will, between an aging old man and another older man, and
it was actually
a little girl that they adopt. I mean, you make them a couple.
Right? Yeah, I think Logan. That's a tough seed for Logan to have to take on Guardians in the second round.
Yeah. That's how it plays out.
Yeah, life is tough.
So now we got Fate of the Furious versus Beauty and the Beast. We get the 2-3 seed right here, and
I mean, Beauty beats it with. See, I don't know what the international market's going to be for Beauty and the Beast compared to Fast and Fate.
Yeah, I mean, Fast and the Furious franchise is
going to make
plays
a ton of money in China. Yeah, it's going to do really well in China.
I think the fans will like Beauty and the Beast more, and it'll be. I don't even know how critics score these movies anymore as far as the Fate.
A lot of critics are coming around with the Fast and Furious movies and see them for what they are, and they embrace it. They like it.
Yeah. They kind of turned that corner where it's like, all right, we're just going to have with this. Yeah. But I think this one might be too dumb for any.
I mean, the last one, they drove a fucking car through a building into another building. Twice. You don't get much dumber than that, man.
But they're awesome. They're awesome. Unabashedly awesome. Yeah.
I still think the last one made a lot of money off the Paul Walker thing, even though they did treat it well. They didn't, it wasn't too awful, but I don't think you're going to get that much love for it this time.
Here's the problem with Beauty and the Beast. I really don't think people are going to like it that much. It's going to be a lot of weird CGI.
Yeah, but I think early reviews are good so far.
I don't know. I mean, if we're talking at the end of the year, we're going to talk about what made money. You probably have to go Fate of the Furious.
Nah, I still think Beauty and the Beast will make more money. I don't know why.
I don't know, it's tough because they might not get that China dollar that Fast and Furious.
Yeah, but kids, you're not going to bring your kid to see Fate and the Furious unless you're Jamil.
I might bring my kid to go see Fate of the Furious more than this, this terrible fucking.
You want to bring Annie to Beauty and the Beast?
Nah, she's not going to Beauty and the Beast.
That's a father I can stand with.
Has she watched the cartoon version?
She likes the cartoon. She likes cartoons. She's not really into live action stuff. I've taken her to like one live action film and she got through it. But she's more into the cartoon stuff. Like if they re-released the cartoon version of Beauty and the Beast, I would take her to go see that.
And the shame is, it's not even really a live action. It's like the Jungle Book. It's a kid sitting in a room with a bunch of fake animals for 2 hours.
I don't know, man. I just showed her. She just saw Aladdin for the first time, and I'm thinking, it's like, man, Aladdin is such a fantastic film. It's really sensational, and the fact is, I know they're going to turn that into a live action film, and it's going to lose so much of its magic. You know, and what makes it so good.
They're going to cast Slumdog Millionaire. Was it Dev Patel or whatever?
Yeah, that's almost done. That's probably already done.
That's casted. And they're gonna take the whole cast of Slumdog and turn it into Aladdin.
And they won't bring Gilbert Godfrey back to voice the parrot. So
they can't. They
can't. I know they can't. No, they can't. So that loses a lot. You know, I'm going to say Fate of the Furious. I'm going to say the Chinese market pushes it over the top.
Really?
Yeah. Me too. Me too. I think Fate moves on.
All right.
Vote it down.
We were afraid that they were going to have too many ties with the 4 people voting, but it just seems like 3 against 1 against Mark. Wait until we get to the December one.
Oh.
So this is it. This is the big matchup.
This moves on to the final 4, right? So we got Guardians of the Galaxy versus Fate of the Furious. And,
this is a 1-3 seat, 1 versus 3.
1 versus 2. Yeah. It's 1 2.
Was it 2? Oh, I thought Beauty and Beast got to 2.
No.
I would have to go Guardians based on money, fan, and
it's probably going to be better
reviews.
It's hard to argue against that. I think Guardians of the Galaxy takes the spring.
Yeah, easy. Easy final 4 for Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah.
All right, Guardians of the Galaxy locked in.
There you go.
What are we doing now? Early summer?
To the early summer, right? We'll do the early summer bracket.
We're going to flip over to here.
So our first matchup will be, you
got Pirates at number 1.
Pirates a number 1 seed just based off of the amount of money that this series has made over time. But I honestly...
What is our 8th seed there?
The Mummy. The Mummy is the 8th seed.
Yeah.
And
Mission Impossible Mummy.
I think a different 8th seed here might have knocked out Pirates for me. I do not think Pirates. I think Pirates will make money, but I don't think it's going to be as big as the previous ones are. I think there's still a backlash against Johnny Depp going on where they hit him in the trailers. It's not going to be a good film. I think critics are going to destroy it. I think fans aren't going to like Pirates of the Caribbean. That said, The Mummy looks like absolute dog shit.
Well, The Mummy, again, we got a thing where they're starting to try and build another universe with the monsters.
God, yes.
But again, it just looks there's only been the one trailer that I recall that's from a while ago.
Looks so bad.
It did not look good.
It just looks like Mission Impossible. We
wish it was Mission Impossible.
Yeah, but it just looks like another Tom Cruise movie. It doesn't really.
Right.
There's no mummy. Again, it's weird that we've only seen the one trailer because we've seen, I think, 3 Pirates trailers so far.
Well,
there was a time where a Tom Cruise film could make money just based off of Tom Cruise's name. It's not quite like that anymore. He's got to have a good film behind him, like Edge of Tomorrow, and even Edge of Tomorrow didn't make
not much
a ton of money either.
Yeah, but that time where like you go to the movies just for a certain actor, that's kind of done for. Like I can't remember the last time like somebody it's just like, oh, I gotta go see this guy act. It's kind of
only Leo maybe.
Yeah, that's about it, maybe. And that's just because he didn't get his Oscar.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Got it.
Yeah.
I mean, The Rock. Again, The Rock is the only one, but again, he has a certain type of movie that he typically does.
But even his movies that are more just him don't do as well as his big,
Still makes money.
He hasn't had a solo movie.
Yeah, he still makes so much money.
That Kevin Hart thing didn't do as well, I don't think.
Well, it's Kevin Hart.
Yeah, it's Kevin Hart. So, Pirates of the Caribbean takes down The Mummy?
It's close. It's a close one. I think Pirates does it, but it's close.
I don't think it's close at all. I think it's easy Pirates.
I think anyone that Pirates thing, even the stupid CGI thing they did with Johnny Depp looking younger in the trailer looks fucking awful. And
what happened?
It'll make it won't. This might be the biggest bomb of the year. I think.
Well, I think Ghost in the Shell probably going to be the biggest bomb, but I think Pirates is right up there. I think
they're
Pirates
banking more. Pirates, I'm assuming, cost a lot more money than.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I don't know. I think Pirates will be fine, just because you got people in other countries don't really give a shit about him beating on a girl. It might bomb here, but in other countries that don't really stop them from watching movies. So I don't know. It is what it is.
That whole thing you just said came in some weird kind of auto-tune Drake-like voice.
You've had a couple of those too, Marty.
Have I?
Throughout the show, you've had two at least moments. But yeah, I think this goes on. Pirates moves on. I think.
Yeah, Pirates, but not as easy as it should be.
Yeah, it was a close game. It was a buzzer beater. It was a buzzer beater right there. 4-5. Whew, tough matchup, I think. Wonder Woman and Baywatch.
Wonder Woman.
Yeah, I don't think Wonder Woman should have been a 4 seed here. They should have been. Because I got Wonder Woman killing Pirates in the next round.
Whoa.
It should have been 3. Wonder Woman should have been 3.
See, you say that, but again, the cartoons start kicking in. Despicable Me. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. But that's a tough matchup. I do tend to agree that Wonder Woman is from what I've seen, it's definitely going to make money. It's got really solid buzz. I think it's going to be split with fans.
But people need this. This just has to be good. That it's almost going to. It just people are going to make it be good. If it's going to get the benefit of the doubt on a couple of things, and people just need this movie needs to be so good that it just people are going to give it good reviews, unless it's it could still be complete dog shit. We've seen what they've put out so far, but they've had so much time to make this movie. I can't imagine it's not at least passable enough.
That said, I think Baywatch could be a huge surprise film that makes a lot of money.
Yeah, it's going to be. I mean, the trailers are funny.
Film. It's a May film, but I think there's a chance that Baywatch could beat Pirates, money wise. Rock's in it.
It's Rock.
It's
funny.
Zac Efron. It's a funny film. It's pretty funny.
I think it's gonna be one of those movies that makes money, but it won't make a lot of money. It'll be like, oh, let's just go watch Baywatch. I don't think when the week it comes out, it's not gonna be like, oh, I gotta see Baywatch, because I don't know. I don't think nostalgia is gonna really kill with that one.
Yeah,
I don't think Baywatch isn't gonna translate very well overseas either. I mean,
really, wasn't that one? Wasn't
Rock and big, big titties?
Wasn't that show worldwide one of the most watched shows?
Yeah, that was
on
the
television.
Biggest
well, in Europe, but I don't think China's going to carry this.
Germany's going to
be Europe will probably make some.
They don't got no Hasselhoff.
Maybe Hasselhoff makes an appearance in it, but
I think Hasselhoff and Pamela Anderson make cameos. They say,
probably.
I
think Wonder Woman.
Yeah, I think Wonder Woman's going to win. Baywatch isn't going to have fanboys crying in the theater, so.
Baywatch is going to be like 21 Jump Street.
Ooh.
Yeah. Not even as good. It'll be less than that, I'd say.
Wonder Woman moves on.
Right. All right.
This is a tough one.
Tough matchup coming up right here.
You think so?
I wanted to break Abe's heart. I wanted to break Abe's heart with this matchup here.
It's tough to pick. But China's out there. China's out there. China loves the Transformers. Loves the Transformers. I think Transformers will take Alien Covenant.
Yeah.
I just don't see how. It else. I mean, Prometheus, did it do that well?
No, it did okay.
It was good.
I think the major issue with Alien Covenant is we've seen the film before. We've seen it.
Yeah.
Well, we've seen Transformers as well.
Oh well, yeah. There's no doubt about that. But if you're talking about money, Transformers is going to beat it money wise.
Yes.
Yeah. Easy.
No, but people will hate it so much.
Critics will hate it so much.
Yeah. Critics will hate it.
Yeah.
But I don't see critics jumping all over Alien Covenant. I mean, it's going to look beautiful though. That's the whole thing. Alien Covenant, I guarantee, will look like a beautiful film.
Well, Transformers, I think, is shot in some kind of new 4K IMAX, whatever. So they're always a spectacle to watch too. So
yeah, and people know they're bad, but they don't give a shit. They go watch anyway, just because it's such a spectacle.
I think the last one though was the one where it was really the biggest difference as far as international versus domestic.
Because the last one was when they were pandering to China.
Yeah.
Yes, they were.
And they also had the guy. They also had the kid with the card to defend his teenage girlfriend. That was fun. The little that was so stupid. I don't know.
Yeah, but
I don't want to be predictable, but yeah, I think Transformers moves on.
Yeah,
I think so too.
All
right.
Now I put the two animated films against each other.
Do people really like Cars?
See, the first Cars film was very well loved. The second one shit the bed so hard, and this third one is going back to its roots, and it's more like the first one, and it's pretty much going to be a similar story as the backstory to the first Cars film, if that makes any sense. But people love Despicable Me and the Minions, and these movies always make money.
But people didn't like the Minions movie, right?
People loved the Minions movie.
Really?
Yeah. I honestly think that the Minions movie, like on its own, is a pretty good film. But I mean, Despicable Me 2 is better than Despicable Me 1. And just seeing the trailer for Despicable Me 3, like I'm gonna go see both. I'll see both Despicable Me 3 and Cars 3. Like Annie loves Cars. She hated Cars 2 though. She refuses to watch Cars 2. She'll watch all the Despicable Me movies, and they all make money. I think as the animated film this year, I think Despicable Me is the one that. You see, 2016 had so many big animated films.
Yeah,
there's so many of them, and 2017 isn't lining up that way. So I think if there's going to be one kids movie, because we didn't put Smurfs in, we actually probably could have put Smurfs in the that was probably the 9 seed. That was probably the play-in for the spring. We probably could have put Smurfs in, but I think the one animated film that's going to make a ton of money this year is going to be Despicable Me.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, Minions made $1 billion.
Wow.
It's hard to argue that. The only thing I could say is I would think because Pixar is kind of back to form right now.
Yeah,
they just made, like, they had Inside Out, they had Moana that did super well.
Pixar was Disney. Moana was Disney.
Yeah, that's Pixar, right?
Was it Pixar?
I believe so.
Isn't Disney Pixar?
Is Disney Pixar? Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
Cars is yep, you're right.
Yeah. So it might be one thing, but the Minions are on a roll. I mean, if they made $1 billion,
I think Cars 3 might have the more critical acclaim based off of what we've seen of the story that they're going for. But you have Trey Parker as the bad guy in Despicable Me 3, and just him and Steve Carell. I'm sure that's gonna be pretty funny. I think Despicable Me moves on.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So again, we have our 1, 2, 3, 4 moving on. But here we go.
Yeah,
1, 4
seed.
4 seed moves on.
Yeah.
I almost had the Mummy beating Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah,
so.
That's not even gonna be close. I don't think.
Well, I don't know. I think Pirates might actually nudge it with money.
I don't think Pirates gonna make that much money in U.S.
I don't know.
I think it's gonna get really early bad reviews.
Even if Pirates beats it money-wise, I think fans are the audience is not gonna like Pirates. They're gonna call it shit, and the critics are gonna destroy it. And I think the critics will probably be more favorable to Wonder Woman, especially because there's a whole sector of people on the internet, as Marty mentioned, that want Wonder Woman to succeed. And just from that alone, the critic acclaim, it's gonna have a higher score on like Rotten Tomatoes than Pirates of the Caribbean. You're not going to see the 20% score for Wonder Woman.
And you can look how much money Suicide Squad made. I mean, Wonder Woman's going to dwarf that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Here's the thing, though. You got to look at it this way. Pirates might kill it with money because Pirates will be something you have to watch in 3D in IMAX, and you'll spend
I don't
$25
think
for a ticket.
I don't think anyone's going to care enough to go see it in that. To be quite honest,
I don't think anyone's coming back to see it. If Wonder Woman's even halfway decent, there's going to be a lot more repeat viewing.
Yeah, I would hope.
All right,
yeah,
so I'm going Wonder Woman 2.
Our first upset of the day.
First upset.
I would call it an upset.
Before we move on to the next one, let's go to the chat real quick, see what people are saying. We have IAB saying Cars 2 is the Jaws the Revenge of Pixar movies.
That's funny.
Detective D saying Despicable Me was not bad. It wasn't bad. I just think Despicable Me 2 was the better of the films. I've seen them a bunch of times. I've seen them so many times. D also saying there's a large Wonder Woman fan base. There is. And I don't know, man, about no, we just wrapped up this conversation. We already voted Wonder Woman past Pirates. I don't see Pirates. There's no need for this film. Not to say that there's a need for a ton of these films, but there's no need for this Pirates film. And from what we've seen so far,
I think if they can go back and if they had another chance to do it, they would not make this movie now with knowing you can't sell Johnny Depp anymore.
No.
And just seeing what it's starting to look like. That I said I think this will be the bomb of the year.
Did they bring Orlando Bloom back for this one too?
He
hasn't been in any of the trailers, but I thought he was. But there's a guy that looks like him.
Yeah, they got somebody looks. It's just more. It's more the same.
There's a woman that kind of looks like Keira Knightley.
Right.
Actually.
It's so transparent.
So what do we got? We got Transformers versus Despicable Me 3.
Yep.
My vote's Despicable Me 3.
Yeah, man.
It's going to make so much money.
And if Transformers makes more money, the critical and fan base outweighs what Transformers will do.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
3 is going to be the biggest animated film of this year, though.
Yeah. Well, we had some surprises this year that, in 2016 that you didn't even think about. So it could be one that pops up.
Zootopia. Yeah, I mean,
Zootopia and Moana still really work.
Yeah.
Zootopia made a shitload of money.
Yeah. All these everything that comes out, makes money. It's almost you really have to try hard to fail making a fucking cartoon these days. But and Transformers again, it was good enough to get through one round, but
it's
the critical.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
Right, the audience
can't carry
it.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So it's Despicable Me 3 versus Wonder Woman.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
different genres. We got.
Again, I'm going to say Wonder Woman here. I'm going to say Wonder Woman takes it because, just the fanboy alone, just going to see Wonder Woman for 2 hours.
And if Wonder Woman is good, it's the biggest thing of the year. It saves saves a whole universe basically. If Despicable Me is good, it just means it's going to be a Despicable Me 4.
I can't argue. No, I can't. I can't argue. I think all you guys are right. I think Wonder Woman moves on to our final 4.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
That's
Cinderella story, as it were.
This is the
4 seed. Moving on.
This is the Russell Crowe of our bracket. All right, here we go.
So this is the late summer, right?
Yep. Late summer.
Spider-Man versus Lego Ninjago. These Lego films are just getting kind of stupid already.
I didn't even know about this one until they showed the preview before the Batman one. It was like, there's a third one already? It's like, all right. I thought these things took a while to make.
They were just assuming that Lego Batman was going to be such a huge hit and people were going to love it, and it's not.
Yeah.
People are not loving it.
People like it. They don't.
people like
they like it, but it's
not as big as
people are thinking that there's going to be. Yeah, I mean the original Lego Batman, the Lego movie, people love that film, and this one's people are this is okay, and I've heard a lot of people criticizing it though.
Yeah, once you keep seeing them do it, it's like the novelty is going to wear off, and it's just I don't know how many times you can see them do the same Lego based joke or shit fall apart.
Ninjago, I think it's a show. It's a cartoon.
Yeah, it is.
They probably already had something in the can waiting because they have to produce that cartoon all the time anyway. So
I've seen little shorts from it before other films, other cartoons. So I mean they definitely have a ton of stuff that they've been working on. But I mean I'm not enthused about Spider-Man, but it is probably it's the biggest Marvel character.
Yeah, it's going to blow this
out. And now it's in the quote-unquote Marvel universe.
I'm excited for Spider-Man. I think Spider-Man is going to make
it's going to be huge.
Yeah, it's going to break some records.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what makes more Spider-Man or Guardians. It's going to depend on which one has longer, without competition. Probably.
I think it's going to be tough between Guardians, Spider-Man, and when we get to December, when we get to the fall versus winter, fall winter mix, we'll talk about another film that'll be up there revenue wise. Spider-Man's it's clear winner here, easy.
Yeah.
This is our first serious movie, I suppose.
Yeah.
The next one.
Yeah. You got Nolan, who, he's done some blockbusters before.
It's weird that he makes these movies. This shouldn't be a late summer movie. I don't know why this isn't a fall or winter movie. Yeah. He did this. He did this with what was the last one?
Interstellar.
Interstellar. That came out in like July or August, and it didn't.
No.
It came out early.
Interstellar was October.
Like
Interstellar was October. Yeah.
One of them came out early. I forget which. But he should be coming out with these movies in November, really.
Yeah.
It should. I would assume Dunkirk should be an Oscar-level movie from everything we've seen so far. I saw the 10-minute clip of it when they showed those early screenings during the Rogue One showings. So I got to see like 10 minutes of it, and it's insanely shot. It looks intense as fuck. So I'm looking forward to it. I would, we have to go with what you think this untitled.
Yeah,
Disney
exactly.
Yeah.
Because as I mentioned, like there are rumors that it's going to be the uncut version of Star Wars, right? That it's the George Lucas free, post edit removed.
Did they put a date to this?
There is a date for this, and that's the whole thing. That's why if they've committed to a date to it and it's just called Untitled Disney Fairy Tale Live Action. They're just being cute about it, right? There's got to be something up their sleeves. I don't think it's going to be anything, it's not going to be a brand new movie. They're just going to re-release something here. And again, the thought is that it's Star Wars, and they're being.
It would
cute
probably have to tie in
a
with
fairy
some
tale.
kind of anniversary that we're not thinking of yet. I can't see it being. To just throw out Star Wars again in the middle of July for no reason.
I think just because so many people have been talking about wanting to see
the despecialized edition.
Yeah, but they would, if they were going to do that, they would do that on like an anniversary of the first one, or they would throw it on before one of the new ones came out. They're not just going to throw it in July. I really don't think they're going to do that George Lucas either. I mean, Kathleen Kennedy is running Lucasfilms, and she worked for George Lucas. I can't see her doing something that he wouldn't want, and I don't think he would want this. So, I would be surprised.
So then the questions are then, one, knowing that it's Dunkirk versus something, and then two, if it was Star Wars, it would move on.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not even sure, but I mean, they've done re-releases of Star Wars movies before. They didn't make a ton of money.
I mean, that's pre-internet.
Yeah, but even that, I mean, and you're giving away the critically acclaimed thing to Dunkirk, basically, because you can't critically acclaim a movie you've seen already.
Well, Star Wars is one of the greatest sci-fi films of all time.
Right, yeah.
And it would I think it would split the fan base to an extent.
Split
Would
the
they
fan
think
base.
of putting out Empire?
What do you mean?
I don't think people want, as much as people don't like what George Lucas did to some of the originals and the prequel stuff, they don't want him to be kind of, either embarrassed or, shunned away like this.
Oh, what? That doesn't. People hate the specialized edition,
but they don't hate him, and this would be kind of a slap in the face to him.
You're overthinking. I don't think that goes into it.
And again, we're just guessing.
I don't think we care.
We are just guessing. I mean, I think we have to move Dunkirk on because it's uncertain of what this film is actually going to be. Yeah. But if this was Star Wars, it would move on.
If you're telling me this thing was slated for May 4th or something like that, or the original date of Star Wars came out, I would say maybe it was Star Wars, but I just don't think that's what it is.
I mean, Empire came out in June of '80.
Yeah, so it doesn't. I can't see why they would even do it.
No, if
money.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but they can just re-release them on DVD and make more money that way too.
So
again, if they were going to do that, they would have done that by now. And if they did, they would probably.
But they don't have the rights. Disney doesn't have the rights yet to it. That was the big hang-up.
Yeah, they would wait for 9 to come out, and then he would have, hey, we got all 9 for a box set.
Now, what was the number of the seed on Dunkirk?
That was 4.
4.
Dunkirk is 4 seed.
Yep.
I meant to say the Untitled is number 5.
Yeah. 5, 6. Yep.
Is there nothing else coming in the summer that a movie we don't even know gets on the bracket? It's like question mark.
Well, the late summer has become kind of the dumping ground for movies, actually.
But listen, though. It's Disney.
Yeah.
That's one. And if they're saying fairy tale live action, I mean, just based off of those words.
Yeah.
That's $1 billion right there.
That's $1 billion right. All right, but Dunkirk moves on. Let's move to our 2 versus 7, which is this is a tough.
I don't think it's tough. I don't think it's tough.
Well, I mean, War of the Planet of the Apes is going to make a bunch of money.
That's going to be great.
And it's going to be critically acclaimed too.
But Blade Runner, I don't know, man. Abe, what do you think of Blade Runner? I think it looks good.
No, I do think it looks good too. I'm really
good.
Yeah, I'm much more. I think of all the movies on this list,
more excited about it.
Right? Yeah, I am as
well.
Really?
I think the Apes movie looks.
It looks good, but I want to see Blade Runner.
I don't think this one looks as good as the other ones, though. No.
Like really, Woody Harrelson?
No, I don't like the trailer. I do not like it. I think it's going to be good, but I don't like the trailer for it. I like the previous 2. I really like what I've seen for Blade Runner so far.
Yeah, I'm excited to see it.
I think there's probably going to be a lot of critical acclaim for Blade Runner. I think it's going to be. I do because it's Denis Villeneuve, right? Is doing it. I think I think it's going to be a great sci-fi film. I think people are going to. I think at the end of the year, it's going to be saying, "Man, Blade Runner did things sci-fi that were better than Guardians of the Galaxy." Now, I don't think that people are going to say Guardians of the Galaxy is going to be a better. I think people are going to say Guardians of the Galaxy is a better film. It's going to make more money. I think they're going to say at the end of the year, Blade Runner did things better sci-fi for sci-fi than Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know. That's tough.
I don't think it's that tough.
I don't think. I just don't think they're going to compare the 2 movies. I don't think they'll be even in the same.
It's sci-fi. That's all you can.
Right.
I mean, then you have Star Wars, which is
Guardians,
if you want to call it.
Guardians is a Marvel sci-fi.
Well, I remember in '96 people were saying Star Trek: First Contact versus Independence Day. I mean, sci-fi gets inherently compared to other sci-fi.
You know what I'm saying with Guardians is you also have they get the comic umbrella. They get a whole different set of judgment.
They do, but they're also a quote-unquote savior of sci-fi.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, a lot of people are saying that without what Guardians did in their first film, the genre of sci-fi would be struggling because Star Trek had been struggling prior to, Beyond coming out.
I would still go Apes here just on money.
Yeah, I do think on the money.
I think so, too. Yeah. This is a tough one.
Blade Runner is odd.
I was one that set the brackets, and I feel bad.
Yeah, if Blade Runner should probably win against Dunkirk, that'd have been a better fight.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
And it's a weird spot for late summer for that movie.
Yeah, well,
Blade Runner,
it's September, and it's a weird.
Yeah, that's kind of a dumping ground spot too. So that's worrisome.
It probably should have came out like early in the year. That's something that probably would have did well in like February.
Oh yeah, Blade Runner would have been a great February film. I feel.
Yeah,
I think so.
So I thought this was a pretty fun matchup.
Yeah, King versus King.
King versus King. There's a Dark Tower. I think they're both not going to do great. Honestly.
No, none of his movies ever do.
Except for Shawshank.
Yeah, well.
Oh, Shawshank didn't even do really good money either.
No, but that was actually not as well received.
It was.
No, it wasn't.
It's just that it's lived on TNT for so long that people just love it now.
Well, it did get nominated for an Oscar.
Yeah, but it's also on TNT a lot.
Saying it was well received, like the people that saw it liked it. There was a lot of people that saw it. I think Dark Tower it's Matthew McConaughey and I think with the people involved in it. I know it has a very close kind of connection to a lot of people, but Fukunawa's not directing it. I don't think it's going to be as good as it could have been. I think Dark Tower moves on here.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think that's easy.
All right.
just a smidge of technical difficulties.
All right, well, we can just jump up to the second round.
Dark Tower beats it, right?
Yeah, it beats it.
Yeah. So now we got Spider-Man versus Dunkirk, and
Yeah, it's Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know if we have to have a conversation on it.
As much as critically acclaimed Dunkirk might get, it won't be enough to make up for the $900 million less money it'll make.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
All right, Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Which then puts us War for the Planet of the Apes versus the Dark Tower, and it's predictable again, but
you gotta go.
Seed moves on.
Yeah.
War for the Planet of the Apes.
What moves on?
It'll be the same argument.
You think Planet of the Apes beats Dark Tower?
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll make 900 million more than it, just like Dunkirk.
It won't be as much more money, but because I don't think those
it will
make massive amounts of money. They
Dark
make
Tower's not going to make a lot of money.
No, it's not gonna.
Dark Tower's not going to make money.
All right, so we got our. This is the big matchup.
Spiders versus apes.
Versus War of the Planet of the Apes. Whew.
Well, Spider-Man's going to make more money.
Spider-Man will make more money.
Yeah.
By a lot.
Fanboys are going to crap
fans will love
over this one.
Yeah. It'll set up
critics probably will side more with War of the Planet of the Apes with Spider-Man is my guess.
Yeah.
It'll be like, if we're talking about Rotten Tomatoes, Apes will be like 90 and Spider-Man will be 80, 85. Probably.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I think if they're gonna be close when it comes to the critical acclaim, you might have to go Spider-Man because it's just gonna blow it out the water with the money. I think.
I just don't. Yeah, Spider-Man's a juggernaut. You can't stop it. And people love the kid from Civil War playing him. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, his 10 minutes of screen time. People already said were better than all the first 5 movies combined.
Yes,
which wasn't fair. But yeah,
I was one of those people saying.
I'm looking in the chat right now, by the way, and IAB is saying it's the 40th anniversary of Star Wars.
But not
doesn't matter. It's the 40th anniversary.
They would have done it in May,
Star Wars. I want to go back and say that the Untitled Disney Fairy Tale is going to win this whole bracket.
Yeah.
So who won? Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Yeah. That's
let's go. Fall versus winter.
So
our first upset here of Saw Legacy beating Star Wars: The Last Jedi.
Easy.
Heck yeah.
With Saw money, Legacy. Critics, and everything.
There's one movie. Yeah, there's one of these movies I'm really excited to see. And it ain't Star Wars. I can't wait for Saw Legacy.
That's that Star Wars moves on.
Yeah, just put it in, just put it in the final round. That's it. You can't even have a conversation.
I hate to say it, but we probably could just move Star Wars all the way to the final 4 right now and skip everything else if we wanted to.
You have to.
Well, the only conversation was really Thor.
When he gets to Thor.
Yeah.
Or Justice League.
Or Pitch. This would be a.
Let's go. Let's just go.
Winter.
Let's just go. Okay, so Star Wars moves on.
Star Wars moves on.
Yeah.
Then you got Jumanji and Kingsman. You got another. There's a third rock film or fourth rock film, whatever, of this year.
Kevin Hart again.
Jumanji's going to make a shitload of money, but Kingsman, I think, might be good.
Last Kingsman,
I liked it.
Really well received.
Yeah, it was fun.
People loved the last Kingsman film.
Yeah.
And now that guy's in talks to take over a bunch of movies, really.
Yeah.
That kid was supposed to play Cyclops.
And Han Solo, but I don't think his accent worked. But
this guy's going to... These are evenly matched films. I do think Jumanji's going to make a lot of money, but I think Kingsman takes this one, man.
You think so?
I don't know. Jumanji is going to be more family-friendly.
Family-friendly. I'm with Marty on that, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know what's going to be critically...
When does Jumanji release?
Is it a Christmas movie?
It's like a Christmas movie. It's
if it's a Thanksgiving release, then
no, it's closer.
It's
like
counter programming to I'm sorry, Last Jedi. My apologies. So people who can't get into that one or kids, I'm not sure if Last Jedi will be a kid friendly. So you might have to take Jumanji.
Jumanji comes out December 22nd.
Yeah, so that's a week after Last Jedi.
Disney stays stepping on their own toes.
Is Jumanji Disney?
I believe so.
Jesus. Yeah, I would go with that.
You going with Jumanji?
Yeah,
I like Kingsman, man.
I like Kingsman too, but Jumanji's just gonna blow it out the water when it comes.
And it's like it's a second movie. People like the first one because it kind of came out of nowhere. Those second ones, you know, they don't always hit again. It's going to be the same kind of thing.
Yeah, and Jumanji's got the same thing, like the kind of
The Rock
nostalgia factor as well.
Yeah, Robin Williams.
The family friendly factor is what pushes a bit over the edge for me too.
All right, well, let's move Jumanji on to be slaughtered by Star Wars in the next round.
Much, anyway. Like younglings.
Yeah.
So now we got Justice League versus Cloverfield 2017.
Justice League.
Justice League's gonna.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly,
so much. This movie depends on Wonder Woman.
Got a bad feeling at Justice League.
No, it doesn't. I don't think a lot of it depends on Wonder Woman. I think it'll still make its money.
Zack Snyder directed it, so the critics will hate it. Done.
If Wonder Woman sucked, people are not going to get excited for this movie.
It's kind of like the first Avenger going into the first slate of Marvel movies.
No, but people love the movies that were going up to Avengers.
Right.
They didn't love Thor though.
Yeah, but no one cared about Thor.
I like the Thor films. Anyway, Cloverfield is not going to make a lot of money. It's not. But the last Cloverfield movie was well respected and loved.
Right.
It was very well received.
It was not even. Well, we're talking the first one or the Cloverfield.
Both were very well received, but this last one, the one that almost got an Oscar nomination for.
Got Oscar.
Yeah, but that movie kind of like they hid the fact there was a Cloverfield movie until like a month before it came out.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no.
But Justice League moves on here.
Box office wise, Justice League takes it. Cloverfield will be much rated much higher with critics.
Oh, definitely.
I don't even know.
Oh, Zack Snyder directed it. Critics are going to hate it.
Critics are going to hate it.
Zack Snyder read an Ayn Rand book, so we have to give him bad reviews.
That's what it is.
Yep. All right, so then we got Thor
versus Pitch Perfect 3.
This is tougher than it sounds.
This actually is tougher than it sounds, man. Because people are not high up on Thor.
But this is Thor. This is Thor Hulk.
See, this is Thor Hulk. I agree, and it's from what I've heard of the synopsis, it sounds right up my alley. But I like the other Thor films as well. But Pitch Perfect, these films make money.
Yeah.
A lot of Thor depends
and people like them.
Is this Christmas as well, Pitch Perfect 3? Oh, it might be.
No. It's November. It's like Thanksgiving time.
That would have fit well though Christmas as far as counter programming.
These are literally going up against each other. I think these are like around each other.
That's perfect counter programming, really, for a Thor. But
Pitch Perfect 2 made $287 million worldwide.
Yeah,
that's not a lot.
No, but Thor's going to trounce it. Yeah.
It's a lot based on that. It probably only cost 30.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. The budget was 20. You're right. $29 million.
Yeah. But this was a huge set. You got to remember this Pitch Perfect movie was the one that knocked off the was it Tomorrowland, right?
Yeah.
The Clooney one.
But
Thor makes 600, but costs 300. So
right.
Yeah, but they're not going to sell Rebel Wilson action figures.
No.
So
I don't know if they're gonna sell many Thor action figures either.
But because they're the whole.
They'll sell the whole.
And that's a different looking Thor. Did you see there was an image that came out this week where he's got the short hair and he's looking.
Did you read the synopsis of how the film's gonna play out? Like the basic plot.
No,
it looks really cool.
Yeah, there's no Natalie Portman in this one.
Well,
I know people didn't like her character a lot.
Got Doctor Strange involved. I'm a huge fan of Doctor Strange. #Synergy. Go watch our. Well, no, don't watch that one. Don't watch that one. No, for Marty's sake, don't watch that one.
I watched that with pride. I went to work the following day. I was like, "Hey, Marty." I was like, "I guess we're not going to Staten Island anymore."
I got to move Thor on though.
Yeah. Thor takes it. Yeah.
I think Guardians is going to play to Thor too.
So now we got Star Wars beating.
Jumanji. Is there a doubt in anyone's mind? Yeah.
Yep.
I mean,
Star Wars goes on.
Yeah. Now we got our first WB versus Marvel.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Justice League is going to make more money.
Yes.
Justice League will make more money.
Thor will have more probably fan.
I think I will like Thor more than Justice League.
Critically,
I'm more of a DC guy, but I think I'm going to like Thor more than Justice League from what I've seen so far.
Justice League is going to be so fucking muddled with its own
studio interference.
Yeah, and just trying to sell 6 movies at once again.
Unless they finally get it right.
But Ben Affleck already wants out, and the movie hasn't come out yet. So what does that mean?
Yeah.
I like Thor here.
I like
Justice League is going to make more money by a good amount.
A good amount.
It costs more too, though.
Well, no, you don't have to pay a lot of these guys in Justice League because no one really knows them yet.
No, it's not even what you're paying the actors because it's the effects is going to cost a crazy.
Well, the effects and the marketing. Like they spent so much on marketing for BVS. It was ridiculous.
No,
a lot of that hasn't started
marketing that early.
No,
a lot of it on Wonder Woman. This is probably the closest one we've had.
Yeah.
If we're really looking for balance between box office and critical reception, Thor takes it.
I agree.
Movies aren't that well received either. They're the weak link.
This one will be though.
Yeah.
I think this one will be. I think this is finally the time that people will like Thor, which means maybe I'll hate it.
Of course,
I've liked the last two.
But people like Ruffalo as Hulk, and they want to see him.
Yeah, it's like a buddy flick from what I hear.
For the second half of it's like a intergalactic buddy flick
too, though, where it's like people are hoping for a lot of Hulk and then they don't get it, then they're pissed off.
Maybe, or maybe they're fatigued from Guardians of the Galaxy and it's infringing on that kind of
It's going in that route.
But there's a good break in between them. They're smart to put one in May, one in late November.
There's no fucking way Marvel fans feel fatigue. Ever.
Ever.
It's the same fucking thing over and over again. There's no fatigue here. Thor takes it.
I moved Thor on.
Thor in a close one. And then there's a Disney versus Disney Elite Eight.
Come on.
It's Star Wars.
It's Star Wars, yeah.
This movie's going to make close to $2 billion.
Let's get our final four going.
They're already talking Hamill Oscar talk based on
that's just J.J. Abrams being fun.
Hey.
Oh, while Abe's getting this set up, we can talk about the chat right now.
All right, yeah, go for it.
Anything I say about Star Wars that'll make me upset and make me not want to go to work.
IAB says Dark Tower has the Akiva Goldsman factor against it. So there's that. Then D is saying that short hair looks stupid on Thor.
It doesn't look like Thor, so it's kind of weird. So it'll be interesting to see what they do with it at least. But
because it's Chris, not Thor. Duh. You see Doctor Strange's secret? He just said, "Hey, you're filming. Come over here. Let's just film this for Strange."
Scrolling back up, Robert Melee, when we were talking earlier on, Despicable Me is less likely to crap the bed than Wonder Woman. Do we agree with that? Wonder Woman
I think so.
We talked about that, but we said the risk reward was higher for Wonder Woman, which made it more appealing, I guess.
And Robert Melee, this is what, the third reboot of a Spider-Man? The second reboot.
No.
So what?
Oh yeah.
Third rendition, but the second reboot.
Yeah. Wonder Woman's going to get some weird shit going on, though, because there's going to be critics that are afraid to say bad things about it.
Because it's the first female.
Because what happened with Ghostbusters last year. It's going to get like Ghostbusters effect.
While we're talking about Wonder Woman, we got the Final Four set up. Guardians of the Galaxy versus Wonder Woman.
Is it? That's not what I see on the screen.
Yeah? What's on the screen?
I see Guardians versus Star Wars.
Should I change that?
Well, did we do? What did we do? We switched the spring versus the winter. Then
I can change it.
No, that's a better.
Let's do it.
Debate,
I just thought Star Wars. Yeah, I mean,
let's do it.
It's a funner debate.
Yeah,
fine.
People want to make this silly comparison, so
there you go.
It's a justified comparison.
Star Wars is going to make I would say
I
5
think Guardians makes more. I think Guardians makes more.
I think Guardians makes more. No, I think Guardians makes more too.
I think
maybe this year.
Based on what metric?
Based on what metric? The fact is, I don't think enough people are going to go see the Star Wars as they did the last time. And Rogue One even showed that. It's like, it still made money, but people are less interested.
Not even close to the same movie.
Guardians is going to make a ton of money. It's going to make Captain America money. It is.
Guardians is going to make Captain America money. It's going to make Captain America,
which is now Star Wars money.
You know who's?
You're also having the last Carrie Fisher thing. They're going to play that up.
And you know who cares? And who cares? And China doesn't care about it. Star Wars doesn't do well there. Yeah, China doesn't.
Guardians doesn't have a huge fucking Chinese.
They're going to like this. They like Marvel.
I don't think the money wise it's close.
I think it's closer than you think.
What did the first Guardians movie make? What did the first Guardians make?
773, I think.
That's domestic, right?
No, that's total.
That's world.
No.
Star Wars made more than that, just domestic.
But it was the first actual Star Wars film in a while.
It's not gonna beat the previous.
I don't think Guardians is gonna beat its previous either.
Guardians will beat its previous.
I think
it's gonna make a ton more than its previous. Yeah.
I don't think it makes $1 billion coming out in May the way it is.
It's gonna get close to $1 billion.
And
it's gonna have 3 weeks uncontested.
Star Wars.
It's a lot closer than you think, Marty. Honestly,
money wise, I don't think they come within 5.
Maybe you're right. I think maybe you're right that Star Wars edges it out, but it's gonna be a lot closer than you think.
No, money wise. Here's the thing: you're gonna have probably a full run on Guardians in like 2-3 weeks of Star Wars.
No, Star Wars gets the whole month. It gets January to itself again. After it has Christmas.
January is next year.
I think fan-wise nullifies it. I think they that cancels it out. So let's look at critics then.
How does fan-wise cancel it out?
No,
you're comparing the Star Wars fan base to the Marvel fan base?
It's the same fan base.
It's the same fan base. I'm telling you, man. The fans are going to love both films the same. Like, honestly. The Star Wars fans are going to love the Star Wars. This is going to be well loved by the Marvel and the Guardians of the Galaxy fans. I think the fan base it's going to be well received no matter what. Both the fan bases cancel out because they're both going to be well received by the fans.
Okay.
Critically speaking.
Rian Johnson. Critics love Rian Johnson.
What did reshoot? What did reshoot 1? How did that do with the critics?
It was 85 to 90.
Yeah, it was okay. It was pretty good. I think what Star Wars has going for it is the Hamill factor. That's the
you got the Leia and Luke Skywalker factor. You have the last time you're going to see Leia, and you got.
It doesn't matter about the Leia.
It's going to matter.
That's less.
It's less. It means more in discussion fans.
Because people actually saw her in the last film and she talked. Mark Hamill is the reason that people want this film because he's going to be a main character and he's going to take on some kind of Yoda or mentor type role, and that's why people are going to. I agree with you, but it's going to be almost a whole year since Carrie Fisher passed away, or more than like a year and a half.
Right, this isn't a fresh wound. Yeah,
it's not Carrie that's going to. It's the Mark Hamill being a main character. It might be his swan song. We don't know if he's coming back for the the next one after that. So that alone is going to get the critics kind of like, if he does a good enough job, and he's not a good actor. I love him. I love him to death.
He's good at being Luke Skywalker.
He's good at being Luke Skywalker.
No, he's good at being.
That's all he has to do.
Yeah, and the Joker.
And he's great at reading Donald Trump's tweets as the Joker. So.
I still have Guardians of the Galaxy beating Star Wars here.
I don't. It's hard
to get on what metric you're using. You said it's a wash on the 2 other levels, and I can't see how you think this.
I think critically, I think the critics are going to love Guardians. I think they're going to be all over themselves with Guardians of the Galaxy. Not me. This movie is made for me to hate it, which makes me think that critics are going to love it. I will personally enjoy Star Wars more than Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm putting my money on that.
See, here's the thing.
When it comes to this bracket, I still say Guardians of the Galaxy wins.
I was with you guys.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I was with you guys when you didn't like Rogue One, and I wonder if some of that, because I felt like I guess the 4 of us were in the minor group of people that didn't like Rogue One because everybody seemed to went batshit crazy about it. So that's gonna carry over into this Star Wars movie.
Well, it made half. What?
But it's not a
Force Awakens.
It's not a title.
That was fine for what they were. They weren't expecting to make Force Awakens money.
Right. I just have a feeling that we're already seeing a little Star Wars fatigue. Just already.
Oh,
half.
This isn't going to make Force Awakens.
You're going to talk about 3. We have 3 or 4 Marvel movies coming out this year, and you're going to talk about Star Wars fatigue coming out a year apart. Where they're now Star Wars now just a
me personally, I would take a flamethrower to all these movies, but I don't want to see any of this shit. But
But we will for the show.
Right.
Synergy.
Yes. And Dan and I actually gave Force Awakens a pretty good review. Yeah, pretty good review. And I enjoyed it. It was fun, but
it's my favorite Star Wars.
Well, of course, I vote Star Wars.
I'll give the nod to Star Wars too.
I kind of got to go Star Wars.
And I think Dan just did this to annoy me.
No way. No, I'm telling you, I will enjoy Star Wars.
It's going to be a hell of a lot closer than we think. Yeah.
I hate Guardians. I'm not. I predict that I'm going to like Star Wars much more than Guardians.
We're gonna have to do a bet on it.
I do think Guardians is going to be the film of the year.
Film of the year?
Feeling. Like the blockbuster film of the year, I think Guardians is going to be it. And it kills me because I don't like Guardians. I'm just seeing the reactions of people looking at this trailer right now. People giving like ovations to this goddamn trailer, and now we haven't seen anything drop from Star Wars yet.
Wait till the first Star Wars trailer where Luke Skywalker pulls out a fucking lightsaber, and watch how
it does backflips like Yoda.
Yep, we're gonna get react videos of grown men crying,
and I'll be one of them, bro.
Well, all right, what do we got? We got Wonder Woman versus
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Ooh, that's another good. Well, this is the DC versus Sony Marvel.
Spider-Man, right?
Don't discount Nick's point about the critical. Critics are going to want to like Wonder Woman.
Spider-Man's make more money though.
Not by much though.
Man,
no.
Spider-Man's going to be top 2 or top 3.
I think
if we're talking about Star Wars, if we're talking, Star Wars, Guardians of the Galaxy, Spider-Man, those are our top 3 films money wise.
Yeah, but BVS made just as much money as some of those Marvel offshoot movies.
Yeah, no, it did. And Nick's point would be more valid if she wasn't in a Wonder Woman costume, and it wouldn't give a chance for critics to show how enlightened they are by talking trash on it.
Yeah. But you can have the whole Glamazon thing with Robin Wright Penn.
Yeah, but you're also going to have Gal Gadot talking, and whenever she talked in the trailer, it made me shudder and worry about this film.
Spider-Man, man. Spider-Man takes it.
But you got Chris Pine, too. People like Chris Pine.
Chris Pine looks awesome.
They kind of like Chris Pine.
I think the money will be closer than you think, but critically and fan base, no one's going to be split over Spider-Man, really. I can't imagine. Because they're not going to try as much to do anything that would upset people. So what would you be split about, really?
Right, exactly. It'll be nice, safe, rehydrated comic book film.
Yeah, it's a John Hughes Spider-Man movie.
Yeah. So
critics will eat that up. Yeah, Spider-Man versus...
Fed up?
Eat that up.
Oh, eat that up. Oh, yeah, they will. Yeah.
No, the critics are already fed up of that.
Yeah. Disney knows how to treat the critics.
I want to move Wonder Woman on. It's not gonna happen. But I'm not going to.
Yeah.
You can't.
Like, I want to, but it's not going to happen. So we got Spider-Man versus Star Wars in the finale.
Well,
which I think it would have been, the fight was better for Guardians versus Star Wars for a finale fight.
See, and if you would have done my seeding, that would have happened.
Well, hold on. No. I don't know if the fight's better with Star Wars. I think Spider-Man's going to be way more well received than Guardians.
I don't.
No. Well, I think Guardians? Yeah, because Spider-Man has no weight on it, really. Guardians has the weight of the first one, at least.
Wait a minute. Well, Spider-Man has no weight?
There's no stakes in this movie.
There's a ton of stakes.
It's barely tied into the MCU.
But they're rebooting a fucking franchise after failing before. There's a lot of weight on this. Spider-Man is the biggest character in Marvel ever.
Right. I agree.
There's huge fucking weight on this. If this flops, if this does bad, if people hate it, this is a huge black eye for Sony. This is a black eye for Marvel because they're attached to it. This hurts their franchise. I know it's not going to happen. But if it does, there's more weight to this than if Guardians doesn't do well. It's like, oh, well, it was quirky. So we expected it,
If Sony was rebooting Spider-Man again on its own, I would agree with that statement. But considering it's back under the Marvel umbrella, there's no real stakes to the movie. It doesn't really tie into the MCU. It's just going to be a fucking Spider-Man.
Keaton.
Yeah, you got Michael Keaton in there.
It's probably going to be Marvel's best villain.
Yeah, it's going to be just a fun movie. No one's going to hate
it. They'll finally have a good villain.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
There's going to be so little to hate about it just because you're going to have Iron Man in there.
Mm-hmm.
There'll be some kind of weird.
And I already saw the toy previews. The toys are going to be crazy.
Yeah.
Spider-Man toys, Star Wars toys are going to be the top 2 sellers of the year.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So then that's going to factor into who takes who to take. Because some parents might not take their kids to Guardians just because it's a little heavy sometimes because it's like a lot you got to understand. Spider-Man is just Spider-Man. It's never not been on TV. Like there's a cartoon right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is closer than I thought. Yeah, but I still think Star Wars edges it out.
Yeah, Star Wars is going to make more money.
Overall, I think so.
Yeah,
the bigger impact in the year probably.
But I got a feeling Spider-Man's going to be a sleeper.
Spider-Man's going to get, but it's Spider-Man. It's going to you get Marvel's is Spider-Man, Thor, and Guardian, so it's 3 movies in one almost. So it's not one of them was going to stand out over the other really.
No, I think Spider-Man clearly stands out over Thor.
It does, but it gets kind of swallowed into its own. But and it's going to have the least to do with what Infinity Wars probably.
I know you 3 have already voted, but I'm voting for Spider-Man just because I don't want Star Wars to win. just for Marty.
Thank you.
So I'll put the proper score in at the end.
3-1. That's it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Star Wars wins it.
Surprise, surprise! Star Wars will be the biggest movie of the year.
Who would have seen that coming? Yeah.
I still think Guardians.
It's gonna be fun.
We're gonna have to come up with a bet for them.
I got outvoted, but I still think Guardians.
It's gonna be fun to see how it all plays out.
The numbers will be interesting.
We went very long on this episode, but people are still watching.
And we started.
I'm surprised.
They might be asleep.
We started like 5 minutes. Our Europeans are. It's very late for them, and I applaud them. Thank you so much, IAB and D, for sticking around.
The last couple of times we've gone late, I've just kind of walked in the other room and she's asleep with the show still on. So at least we still have the view. So.
Sure, my wife has this show running. At least I haven't got a text those whole show, so it could be really bad that I have to go upstairs and take care of my daughter now. So, perfect time to wrap up another episode of the Movies and Stuff show. Make sure to like this video, comment below, and subscribe to us with this button.
It'll be in the middle somewhere.
Right here.
Right. No. Use your pointer finger.
Or just a nice button that says subscribe under the name.
Yeah. So we'll have a subscribe button there. You can follow us on Facebook and Twitter at Movie Stuff Show. Watch some of the other videos that I assume Marty will put here and here and here and here and here.
Over the face.
Yeah, boy. Makes no sense. We will be live next week at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. This is Daylight Savings Time now. Eastern EDT, right? It's EDT now.
Yes.
So please join us again. Guys, thank you so much. Had a blast. See you later. Nick, thanks for joining us for the first time. Hope you join us some more.
No doubt.
And we'll be back next week. Bye.
Bye.